Hi, this is Zelp, and this video is a detailed guide for Rise of Civilization. There were not many information out there when I was playing it, so I am here to share what I've learned about the game, and hopefully it'll give you an edge if you happen to play it. First, let's talk about city development and their buildings. The first thing that you need to do when you start to play this war game is to join the latest kingdom. Kingdoms are like servers, and if you were to join a already long developing kingdom, you're going to be the weakest one there. You will have trouble looking for alliances that want you and winning any fights with any other players which are already established. This is an important step, and it's also why the game keeps generating new kingdoms, simply because if they were to stop, it will be a huge disadvantage to newer players. To change to the latest kingdom, click on your profile icon, then head over to settings and then character management, and just select the latest kingdom, which is the kingdom with the largest number. Now do note that you are only allowed to create up to 2 characters in a single kingdom, and there is no way yet currently to delete a character. So any mistakes that may slow you down will stay with you, and this is one of the reasons why I have so many characters. Upon starting the game, you will have to choose a country. Different country has different attributes which could help you in different ways. Because it is so subjective to how you want to play, in my opinion, there is no way you would know for sure which country you want without understanding the game first. Which is why, even though this is an important beginning step, I will leave a more detailed explanation about this next time if you guys want. But a good starter in my opinion is Britain because of Boudica and her ability to counter barbarians. You will find getting your starter commander skilled a lot easier because of events and missions later in the game that will give you sculptures of that starter commander. So make sure that you do not only look at the buff a country gives you, but also the starting commander that you would want. After picking your country, you will undergo some basic tutorials. There you will learn that you can produce resources. You will also learn that you can train soldiers, and with a scout camp you can open up the kingdom which is clouded by fog. And finally, you will also learn about some important structures such as the Alliance Center, the Academy, Carrier, and more. Now let's get a little more in depth with each of these. It is true that you can produce or generate food, wood, stone, and gold, but you can also get resources by gathering them from resource camps outside of your city. In my opinion, the amount and time needed to produce those resources is very slow in comparison to gathering them with your troops, especially in early games. It is because of this fact that I do not recommend spending too much time upgrading all of your resource production buildings. Just focus on having at least one of the highest level in each category at the early games. This is to fulfill the requirements of building other buildings and increasing your resource production storage limit. You will definitely want to max out all of your other production buildings in later games, since it also produces more resources as it levels. But at the start, you really want to focus your builders, which you only have 2, on getting your city hall level increased. This is because it controls the level cap of all your buildings, and this includes some very important milestones that you will need to unlock to be stronger. For example, to deploy more troops at a time, or to research higher tier soldiers and other researchers from the academy. When it comes to hospitals and training soldiers, there's quite a few things I'd like to share about it, so we will be talking about it in a next video on combat. Meanwhile, just train as many high tier soldiers as you can and keep your hospital capacity as big as possible, simply because if your hospital is full and you have more heavily wounded soldiers, they will not have space and will die. Losing soldiers means wasting more resources and, more importantly, time to retrain them. So next we're going to talk about exploration at the scout camp. The whole point of this is to have a better view of your surroundings, to help you plan and strategize your moves, especially in an alliance, so that you can look for good resource points as you expand your territory. Other useful reasons for clearing the fog is to discover tribal villages that could give you gifts such as basic research upgrades, soldiers, resources, and speed ups. You can also discover caves that contain chests that might have a silver or even a gold treasure key. In case you do not know what are the keys for, it's basically used to open silver or gold chests at the tavern. Although you will get free keys daily, but it is always good to find more through other means. The rewards you get are random, but it is pretty much one of the main ways you'll be getting more commanders. Now we're going to talk about research at the Academy. Researches are upgrades that you can implement in two technology tree types, the economical technology and the military technology. These researches could improve many aspects of your city, including things like building speed, gathering speed, soldier damage, defense, health, and more. Some of the biggest milestone that you want to reach is the research to gather better resources like stone and gold, and also higher tier of soldiers. At the beginning of the game, after you get your academy, research once on quarrying in the economical technology tree and then focus on the military technology tree instead. The reason is because you can get all the basic economical technology upgrades from discovering tribal villages up until matter luring. In my opinion, you should take advantage of this fact and save time and resource in researching those basic economical upgrades yourself and focus on other things like the stuff in the military technology tree. Next, we're going to look at the Alliance Center. Once this is built, you can join or create an alliance. Joining an alliance brings many benefits. This includes getting help from your alliance member to build, research, and heal faster. Alliances also have their own technology tree in which you can benefit from along with some gifts. You also gather resources faster from resource camps within the Alliance territory. By helping others and donating for the Alliance research, you will also get Alliance credits, which then you can use to purchase certain items from the Alliance shop. I will talk more about building and creating your own alliance, flagging and strategizing in the future if you guys want. But for now, the thing to take away is that you should definitely join a alliance as soon as possible. Medal of Conqueror or exhibition points are points you gain from doing expeditions, which is like a campaign that doesn't really have a storyline. The further you progress in the expedition, the more daily rewards you will get. So just try to get as far as you can whenever you can. One of the most common questions asked is how to use gems efficiently. Gems is one of the resources in the game that you could also purchase with real money. They can be used in a variety of things and is considered more of a cash shop currency. If you do not plan to spend money on this game, or if you want to spend it wisely, you need to know what are the best ways of using your gems. The first thing I would recommend is to get the title of VIP 6. VIP points is given to you as a daily login reward, and the more you have, the more buffs and future rewards you can claim. The reason why VIP 6 is important is that it allows you to unlock your second builder with some extra buffs, and you no longer have to keep spending 150 gems every 2 days to hire a new builder. The sooner you get this, the more gems you will save in the long run. It is true that you will get these VIP points over time from daily logins, but the amount of points that you get is way too little and it takes way too long to reach VIP 6 without the help of gems. The second way you can spend your gems is on the carrier. The carrier is like a shop that often comes with great offers, and what you want to do is be patient, wait for discount items that is 70% or more. Now the reason why I say 70% or more and not just 90% discount is because depending on your situation, the items that you may need could be more valuable to you at different times. For example, if you really need a teleport and you see one selling at 60% off or even 40% off, to you it could be really worth it since you do not know when the next teleport will appear in the carrier again, and if it's even higher or lower. There is another building which is basically a cash shop, and if possible I wouldn't recommend spending your gems there. However, like I said, desperate times can call for desperate measures. Another way you can use your gems is on things like Book of Covenant to upgrade your castle. This is because of how hard it is to get a large amount in the future just by farming, especially if you are in a less active alliance. Castle upgrades are not necessary. They allow you to host rallies to gang up on barbarians, forts, holy site, passes, and also enemy alliance structure. In an active alliance, you really only need a few high-level castles to do the job. So if you are new to the game or not very involved with your alliance, it is best to let someone else do the rallies. Now back to the career. The first row of items are resource cards, and in my opinion, you should buy all of these that does not require gems every time, even if there is no discount. The reason for this is that in a way you're just converting food and wood to other resources in the form of cards. And storing cards are really good since enemies cannot plunder them. And if it has a discount, you are technically getting more resources by doing this. The heart among all of our buildings is our city hall, the main building that we should focus on upgrading first. One of the biggest milestones is at level 11 city hall, where it allows you to deploy 3 troops and 4 troops at level 17. This will greatly speed up your resource gathering and allows you to join multiple rallies. Every other building and structures in the city can only be upgraded relative to your city hall. This means that by having a higher level city hall, it allows you to have better and more resource production structures, more scouts, and of course, better research. This is the reason why you should prioritize on your city hall from the beginning. Finally, I want to stress the importance of doing your dailies and missions. This includes missions found in your monument. All these missions could give you resources, keys, speed ups, and more. As mentioned at the beginning of this video, time is probably one of the most important factor and resource in this game. With enough time, you can unlock all the commanders and have all the best buildings and troops, which is why this game is a pay-to-win game. Simply because real money can be used to purchase gems, and gems can be used to purchase speed ups and resources. People that spend money on this game will definitely have an advantage over people that do not. Although I have proven many times that strategy and teamwork can overcome pay-to-win players, but the truth is the progression pay-to-win players in this game is very overwhelming. That is all for this part 1 video. Stay tuned and subscribe so that you do not miss part 2, where we're gonna talk about the combat aspect of this game and some strategies. Please leave a like if you think this is helpful, especially for beginners, and I will see you next time. Have a pleasant day.